Hi, I'm Phil, and I'm joined by Stas, and we're the co-founders of AttackForge. We're going to show you how to get started with AttackForge Core Action Pack. First, go to the AttackForge website, attackforge.com, then click on Core and click on Deploy Now. Alternatively, you can click on Deploy your AttackForge tenant in under 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Stas. AttackForge Core Action Pack is an on-demand Pentest Management Platform on a dedicated tenant. You can deploy your tenant in less than 2 minutes with a few easy steps. Action Pack is a monthly pay-as-you-go service, and you can cancel at any time. Start by picking your custom subdomain. Pick your time zone and select where you want your data and tenant hosted. Select Action Pack for your license. Click Forward and enter your details. Now click Proceed to Payment and enter your payment details and press Subscribe. Now your tenant is getting ready. It should only take about a minute. In the meantime, let's take a look at the support center. Here you can find step-by-step guides on how to run the most common workflows, such as setting up your project, performing your test cases, adding vulnerabilities, generating reports, managing your project teams, and more. Modules is where you can see more information on how to make the most out of each module in AttackForge. Modules include your projects, your vulnerability library, where all your write-ups and templates exist. Test Suite Builder is where you can set up your test cases, runbooks, and execution flows. You can set up your teams and customers in groups. You can manage your users in user module and administer your tenant in the administration module. You can also see all the access controls and configuration options here as well. If you want to check out our latest features and historical updates, you can see that by looking at the release notes. Okay, it's time to check on our tenant. We can see it's now ready. Let's log in. Okay, this is your initial user credentials. We advise to change them after you log in. Now, it will ask you to enroll for MFA. You can scan the QR code with your preferred mobile authentication app. Now we are logged in. You can see your global dashboard. First thing, let's apply your branding. We're going to upload a custom logo and personalize the theme. To do that, click on Administration. Here, you can manage your subscription and in-app upgrades. Let's click on Configuration, then click on Miscellaneous. Now, we're going to upload a new logo for the login page and standard reports. You're also going to upload a new logo for the application main menu. Now, let's pick new theme colors and see how that looks. That looks nice. Let's check the login screen. That looks good too. Now, Phil can show you how to set up the project.
Thanks, Stas. Okay, now let's set up a new web app pen test. First thing, we're going to click on Projects from the main menu. Then we're going to select Create New Project. Let's start by giving this project a name. And we'll also give it a tracking code. We're going to enter in the scope for this assessment. In this case, we're testing the BAP portal. And because it's a web app pen test, we're going to select a web app related methodology. So we're going to search for web app. And here we have OWASP ASVS level 2. We're going to enter in the start date for this pen test and also when we plan to finish it. We're also going to enter in a tracking code for all of our vulnerabilities and click Create New Project. So now we're on the project dashboard page. We can access all of our project workflows using the page menu. But first, let's have a look at the test cases. We're going to click on Waiting to Start. And here's all the web application test cases we just loaded on the project. Let's click on the first one. So we tested this and we found a vulnerability. Let's go ahead and add that. We're going to click on Add Vulnerability from the page menu. Now we're going to select the main vulnerabilities library. And we're going to search for reflected cross-site scripting. Now we're going to select the BAP portal and go ahead and score this vulnerability. We're going to enter in our steps to reproduce and now upload some evidence. We're going to save the vulnerability and go back to our test case. And now we can see that it's been linked. But let's go ahead and mark this as tested. So let's see what our vulnerability looks like. So we're going to click on Reflected Cross-Site Scripting. Okay, great. All the information's there that the developers and engineers are going to need. Let's go back to the test case. And let's go back to the project dashboard. So if we need to manually add a vulnerability, we can always do that by clicking on Add Vulnerability. Or if we need to import vulnerabilities, there's a number of different options that are supported. Now when we need to download reports, we can download them on demand at any time by clicking on any of these options. Separately, you can use the Report Gen tool to create your own custom pentest reports. Let's start by downloading the offline tool and see how we can create a template. Let's open up Report Gen and take a look. We're going to click on Core, then click on DocX. Now we're going to click on Templates. Here we have a library of templates that you can use out of the box for your reporting. Let's take a look at the pentest report example. So this entire report was generated automatically using Report Gen. On the title page, you can have information about your project and your customer. There's a table of contents, executive summary, testing summary, including your project scope, project team, retesting, and your project notes, a summary of all unique vulnerabilities and their remediation status, as well as how many assets have been affected. Attack chains are a unique feature of AttackForge. They provide high-level information about different types of attacks and objectives that were reached on the assessment. The vulnerability section details each unique vulnerability and every affected asset, including any evidence and screenshots. The test cases demonstrate what was completed, in progress, not tested, and not applicable at the time this report was generated. You can create custom sections, such as this one, which is for OWASP Top 10 mapping, and introduce your own logic for your custom sections. There's also appendices, such as a vulnerability to asset mapping, as well as an asset to vulnerability mapping. Report Gen is the easiest to use pentest report generation tool out there. All of the information you need, as well as tutorial videos, can be accessed from inside the tool. For example, if you click on tags, you can see all the different types of information you can use as part of your templates. We also support functions, filters, tables, and other custom logic that can help you to build reports the way you need them to look and with the right information. Once your template's ready, you can come back into AttackForge and select to upload your new template. Now we can generate pen test reports using our new available template. It's that easy.
Don't forget to check out the most important feature, our themes. There is a theme for every mood and every pen tester. And my favorite is always a metrics. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your AttackForge Tenant, and don't forget to check out the release notes for all the latest and greatest features.